Hi, chat. How are we? This is cool Carson era. It is. So, what's up, everyone? Today we're starring Outer Wilds. If you didn't already know, Outer Wilds is a fun little game. Apparently, I actually don't know pretty much anything about it besides that people love it. I know it's a space exploration game where information is currency. That's like the tagline. It's about it. And it sounds dope. So, I'm probably going to have a great time with it. It's not going to be a one-time stream. Unless I get bored. Where's your face? It's right here. It's not going to be a one-time thing unless I get bored, which I doubt is going to be a thing. I'm hoping it's like another Amori where I just want to keep playing it and keep playing it. But we'll see. We'll see. One question for everyone. When I opened the game, it said that it is best to play with a controller. Is this true? From anyone who's played the game? Yes. Yes, yes. Apparently. Yes, no. Yes, yes. I'll use a controller. I'll start with a controller and see if I like it. Typically, I prefer to play things with keyboard and mouse, but I will. You could try with keyboard. Pepe laugh. Gotcha. So basically, there's not going to be any spoilers allowed. If you spoil, I'm going to have my mods on it to ban you. If we get into a territory where I feel like I might need it, I will probably put some delay on my chat window like I did for Amori. But hopefully the mods will just be on it. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. I'm excited. No, you changed the profile picture. Why would you? I've changed the profile picture multiple times. But I recently today I changed it to one where I'm like, this is good. Will you post on YouTube? Maybe. What do you mean? like this? It's like 20 hours. So I think he means the VODs. The VODs will eventually go up, I'm sure. But yeah, let's play. I've heard great things. There we go. Okay, options. Turn this down a tiny bit. Music already kind of jamming. Worst ending already. Okay. And graphics. That looks all good. Okay. New expedition. Hello everyone, Markiplier here. We're playing a new little indie game called Outer Wilds today. I wouldn't want to go out in the wild, so why I wouldn't want to spend 5 nights here, much less one. Oh shit. What's good? Alright, this is the whole game. Oh, he's an alien. I'm gonna extend. Extinguish. Oh, shit. Why would he make that noise? I can't sleep again. Okay. I'm assuming I need to talk to this guy. Hello, Slate. There's our pilot, back from your pre-launch campout under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program. And suddenly here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. You're sure you fixed the retro rockets? That was only a problem one time, and then maybe a few times after that, but hey, no reason to dwell on the past, right? Anyway, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here once you've said your goodbyes or whatever. Goodbye. Oh. Oh shit, okay. I'm a little jumper. Gotcha. Ow! This game's hard. Why do you stream so late? It's so difficult to watch you if you're European. Typically it's just the best time for me. But sometimes I stream at like 2. Hey, it's you! Slate said you're blasting off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you gonna go into space? Aren't you? You better not have changed your mind. You better be. It's been forever since anyone launched into space. I really, really want to see it. Really bad. Hey, you want to try out my model ship? Slate says it's just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire. Just gonna turn this down a little bit and then turn text speed to fast. This is kind of crazy. Is this how actual flying works? I'm assuming. Cool. What's up with the new profile picture? I'm cool. Where the hell do I go? Oh. Ow! Hey, Porfy. Heyo, hatchling. I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure amongst the stars. When you return, let's you, me, and Gosan open up a bottle of the good stuff. Other stars are too far away. The good stuff is less delicious sap wine and more daunting digestive challenge. An iron stomach is the mark of a true Hearthian, my friend. Our hardy hunter-gatherer lifestyle stems from trial and error, by which I mean our ancestors survived eating a lot of bad things. Am I an alien? Or am I human? I'm assuming I'm a human. This projector is linked to our Sky Shutter satellite, which is currently orbiting Timber Hearth. The satellite is equipped with 2 onboard cameras. See if you can take a snapshot of our village. I did it. Achievement get. What's up, Marl? So it's launch day, huh? Hal's going to miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it. And the platform those ships launched from is getting old. Isn't it about time you built a new, less flammable one? That big tree in the village would be the perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program, so just say the word. The launch pad is flammable? You didn't realize that? Don't worry, it's held up for all the launches so far. It'll definitely be fun for yours, probably. Mine's gonna burn. Hornfells! Hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any of the other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't you? Of course I like that, but make me worry about you going up into space on your own, you know. The observatory is up the path beyond the waterfall. There are a couple signs marking the way, but really, you just keep going up and then hook a right when you get to the zero-G cave. We're actually gonna lower that back down. Hey! Hey, I found it. Hornfells! If it isn't my favorite troublemaker. We wanted to play hide and seek, but Moraine won't let us borrow their signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we? Can we please? We'll even let you be it. Last one to be found. Wait, I'm actually playing minigame. Shit! Is this a totally blind playthrough? Yeah. Like, I'm not, like, actually blind, but yeah. How does this work? Oh, you found me, but my hiding spot was super good. Don't forget, you have to find both of us, okay? What do you think I'm here to do? I'm here to die, apparently, under a rushing waterfall. This is cool. Here we go. Loudest water on Earth, no kidding. Wait, that's the one I just got. I'm looking for a little munchkin. He's over this way. He's over... Turn on time freeze when reading / talking game. What the fuck is that? They're this way. They're not. They're not. Why is it lagging now? What happened? They made me press the lag switch button. The hell? Someone tell me why Pokey got banned, please. You're in the wrong chat, dog. Hate to break it to you. What's up, Galena? I won. I'm happy. Thanks for playing with us. You didn't win. I beat you. I beat you just now. That's what I did. That was me beating you. I won. It's like 1-0. Pokey and Miz were both streaming Avatar: The Last Airbender, but Pokey was... Did she get banned? That's hype. Dude, that's crazy. Dude, loudest water ever. Yo, did Pokemon get banned? Hornfells! Ah, come on, man. I'm looking for a specific human. I mean, alien. I mean, person. I mean, alien. I mean, person. How'd you go from 10K viewers to less than 1K? I don't know if you heard. There's like a thing. And then I didn't stream. Hornfells, come on. Where? Where was I supposed to go? Up here. At the very top of the observatory. That's the scout launcher. And then TF2 scout comes out and he's like, cool. Anyone remember where I was supposed to go? I'm already lost. I don't like paying attention when I play games. I think I dislocated my shoulder. Congrats. Observatory. Dude, I'm there. Going cave. Gotcha. Spoilers, guys. Colorix, thank you for the 5 months. I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you? Right. Like you weren't nervous for your first flight. Hey, don't worry about it. Your nerves are between you, me, and the vast endlessness of space. But really, you'll do you're gonna be A-okay. I'd worry more about that ship if I were you. Hopefully that lunatic slate at least fixed the retro rockets. So listen, there's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment, set up down in the zero-G cave and in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last-minute zero-G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, so long as you're confident you can make ship repairs in space. One repaired satellite coming right up. Cool, get to it and try not to concuss yourself right before your first launch. Well, that sounds, pleasant. Boink! Yeah, I'm gonna do a thing real quick. I'm gonna do this wacky thing where I pull up Twitch chat, not in Chatterino. How do pop out chat? Turn on chat delay. That's what I'm gonna do. Where do I pop out Twitch chat? I've done this before. What's my deal? Pop out chat. Okay, there it is. And hide deleted messages. Where's my Franker Face Z settings? Sorry guys, give me a second here. Here, I'll play a song for a second. Holy shit, I'm stupid, bro. Does anyone in chat have Frankerface Z in their chat? How do you pull up the settings for Frankerface Z? Switch to non-mod. There it is. Thank you. Okay. I'm going on 10-second chat delay for myself, just so that I don't get spoiled of anything. Okay, that should be good. This is fun. Look at the stars. This is the cave. Brrr. Cool. This guy's name is Tough. Give me the dirt. Come to think of it, Tektite saw something crash outside the village crater earlier. That's new and different. Oh, hey, how about that? And they were on fire. Why? We go down. Zero of 3 repaired. Uh-huh. We need to do that. I'm pressing. Oh, wrong way. Where am I, up or down right now? What is going on? I'm pressing and it's not doing anything. Is this supposed to be doing something? You need to rebind. Damn. What do I rebind to? Shit. Surely that will be fun. Well, that would have been nice a second ago. I could see how that would be valuable. This sucks. This sucks. Can I just say? There we go. Easy. You'll get used to space flight. Boy, I hope so. Boink. Training simulation complete. Thank you, Loki. Guys, the other day, I was trying to join a Roblox Counter-Strike. Counter-Blocks was the name of it. Shit, I was holding the wrong button. I was trying to join a Roblox game mode called Counter-Blocks. And whenever I joined, it was not letting me in the game. And I could only spectate, and then when I was spectating, it was blurry, and I had no cursor, so that's all bad, right? And there's people in there, like, they have skins, they clearly play this, like, often, they don't have any of the lag that I seem to be getting. So, fuel level critical. Well, you tell me where I'm supposed to go then. That's right, you won't. So basically, this is crazy to me, that this is going on. And there's kids playing this game just perfectly fine. And it was the first moment in my life where I've sat back and said, I'm old. I don't get this. And I sat there trying to make it work for like 30 minutes with help. And like people on Reddit were like, we have no idea how to fix this issue. Like they kept saying things worked and they just didn't. And you weren't streaming? Yeah, sometimes I don't stream. It wasn't because of my PC. It became at a certain point I was just like, I just want to make this work just out of a pride thing. I don't even want to play this much. It was like I have to prove to myself that I'm not worse than a 12-year-old child. And I couldn't. See, you're itching to get off this rock, so go get the launch codes from the observatory and get out if you're already. Best of luck out there. And hey, try to avoid getting yourself killed now that I've put so much time into training. You got it? Damn, that's crazy. Where's the observatory? The observatory this way. Gotcha. Is that the observatory? Sheesh. Can't play a children's game. Pepe laugh. Damn. Hornfells? How? Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tool's inaugural flight, too. I'm so excited, it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any know-my text you want anywhere you are. Two of us have put a lot of hours into inventing that tool, so don't break it, okay? Oh, geez, do not break it. Ugh, ignore me, okay? I'm nervous. I'm not even the one going into space. How are you feeling? I'm excited. Good, you've only been waiting for this day since we were hatchlings. I can't wait to see. So I'm an alien. So what's the dirt? You here to see the... Is that what people say? They say, what's the dirt? Is that what they say? New statue. You ever heard? Gabbro brought it back. I guess this is as close as we'll ever get. Check it out. Looks like they had fur. Fur is weird. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know. And for how old it is, it's in great shape. Ah, geez. I got a little carried away there. Go on. You have a ship. You have a ship. You have a ship. This is a statue? Something wrong with the dirt, Carson? No, not at all. That is what they say. That's fun. Hornfells! There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? I'm gonna wing it! Planning to follow in the footsteps of Feldspar, the great Outer Wilds Ventures tradition, are you? I might have guessed. Well, see if you can't put that translator tool of yours to good use while you're out there. Well then, looks like that's all that's left to send you off. All in all, it's a fine day for a launch. I'm ready to die in space. I'm not one for superstition, but isn't that kind of unlucky to say before launch? No, because, listen, if I die from the launch, then I don't even get into space. At any rate, here are the launch codes. Try not to worry too much. Our ships are every bit as safe as Slate could be persuaded to make them. Best of luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. You can't. I have launch codes. And that's all I needed from you. I'll never see you again. You're not an important character at all. Whereas I, the hatchling, the aforementioned hatchling, who's going out into space for the first time, is the most important character in this story. You see, I'm an alien. Something happened. I think everyone's gonna be gone. Nope. Hey, so did you get a good look at that Nomai statue? The statue looked at me and opened its eyes. Whoa, the statue was doing what? So its eyes opened and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? Listen, no offense. Are you sure you're okay to launch? Like, medically speaking? No, that statue is definitely weird. And if you're saying it happened, then I guess maybe it did. But why? Hornfels tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened to them. See, I'm the main character. I don't think you're going to get any answers from the museum statue, but Gabbro said they were going back to Giant's Deep. Don't know which island they're on, though. Maybe they'd be able to tell you more. On the other hand, Gabbro's, you know, Gabbro. So maybe you'd be better off for searching for more info on your own. Geez, now I'm really jealous you're going into space. Hey, see if you can use our translator tool to find out more about the statue, okay? Good luck and safe flying. I forgot all of that already. I don't retain information that I read most times, especially when I'm not emotionally invested in the story yet. That statue was interesting. Woo! Woo! Got a good look at Carson. You think? What do you think that little guy saw in me? You know, what did he see? Good morning. Ha! What a nice night of sleep. I'm hungry. Mmm. What is this bit? What do you mean? Why does everyone always think something's a bit? I'm not even joking. I don't even make jokes. Ooh. I'm into hazmat. View ship log. So here's Timber Earth. Giant's Deep, which is the moon, obviously, and that's the sun, and then there's the Interloper, and there's Dark Bramble. There's Addle Rock, and there's Ash Twin. Everyone knows these. Those are our classic planets. Buckle up, Kerplow. Brr. Engage autopilot. This is easy. This game's easy. Oh. What do you mean autopilot complete? What do I do now? Where'd the planet go? What happened? Was it above me? Where am I? How did I lose already? Where'd the big... Flying to the sun? Fun. Oh, hold up. You're going to want to get the launch codes from the observatory first. I already got them from the observatory, remember? Huh. Must be inhaling more fumes than I realized. That stuff is potent. Well, if you've got the codes, I'm not going to stop you. Good luck and take care of that ship. Uh-huh. Waste of a first loop? Fuck you mean? I don't know what I'm doing. Dude, you suck at this game. What an absolute waste. You're not fully optimizing how you should play this game. Shut up. So where's the big planet that I was going to? Where's Giant's Deep? There it is. Why does the planet look so small? What is going on? Why'd I go away from the planet? Engage autopilot. There we go. Firing retro rockets. Dan, they call this shit Giants Deep, and it's small as hell. Landing mode. Oh, this is easy. What was that? What had happened? This planet wet? Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. What? Okay. It's just always storming here. I see. What is this thing? Open. Let's go inside. Ghost matter detected nearby. Trees detection undetected oxygen refill. Lots is going on here. And they told me basically nothing about what to do. What's exploding? What is that? Do you skip the tutorial? What tutorial? I did everything I was supposed to. Oh, did I forget? Damn, I forgot to put on the suit, I bet. Or I had the suit on and I just did everything wrong. Okay. Okay, there was something like... What was that? What's that shit? Is there a ship? Is that another ship? I want to go to that. I did not see the other ship before, whatever that is. Oh, that's Brittle Hollow. See, I don't think I'm supposed to be going to Giants Deep right off the bat. You gotta hold forward, not trigger. Oh, shit. This game has no guide. You just explore what you want when you want. That's cool. Wait, did it just go inside the planet? I think it did. Oh, what's that? Oh, no. Okay, so there's ghost matter, which is the thing, apparently. What's that? Is that a landing pad? That looks like a landing pad. Unbuckle. I'm ready for a trip of a lifetime. Scout launcher. Oh. Cool. Good picture. Um. Oh. We'll try again. This seems like a rather uninhabitable planet. R2 plus X. Gotcha. Who are you? Translate. Statue workshop. What? Cool. I like that. That's interesting. Okay. Gotcha. For sure. Going back over here, I guess. Manifold garden, yeah. Okay, so there's no Outer Wilds ventures here. These are magnet crystals, that's why I call them. Okay. I will also call them magnet crystals then. You seem to know what you're talking about. and I don't. Didn't know I'd be playing Subnautica today. Ooh. So if I go back in my ship, do I get my oxygen and fuel back? Okay, I get my oxygen back, but not my fuel? How do I get fuel then? Okay. The refuel. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, we try again. Goforo, thank you. What's up, magnet crystals? Okay, so that doesn't work how I think it does. Stop doing the same thing over and over. Thank you. No, I'm on PC. Is this a story game or just an open world exploration game? It's definitely story and open world exploration. I think the thing is you're supposed to get information as you go based off of where you explore. And then you can figure out more things about the world you're in. That's my guess. Okay, you could just walk along this. Ooh, trees. That's peculiar. Oh, that turned gravity off. Why'd that turn gravity off? Color me confused. Tornado. Well, there it is. I found it. Me when I take picture. Oh, there's a way in somewhere else. It looks like. So it looks like that's where I am. And then there's a pipe. They're going to test the memory statues tonight. Flock says it could be dangerous, so we can't come. But what if we didn't use the door and snuck in the other way? Does anyone want to? I really want to see the test too, Lami, but that's a huge risk to take. We probably shouldn't. Maybe Phlox will tell us to see a later test. Phlox specifically told us not to do that. Okay. Interesting. Wait. Okay. So there's certain things that are for the translator. Wait, this was powered on because of the tornado? I guess. Okay, there's another way into this downstairs area. You look depressed there, Carson. Do I? I'm just playing a game. What do you mean? Okay. So my scout's right there. And there's a pipe there. But where's there? In relation to scout. Okay, I'm further away now. That's not a pipe. That's not a pipe. What I thought was a pipe was not one. Silly has power. Thanks for 16 months. I'm gonna turn on non-auto alerts. I need to be able to hear them. Golforo, thank you for the sub. Dracon, 81, thank you. Okay, Shy, thank you. Milk Major, thanks for 6 months. Epic Web Developer, thank you for the primer. Wazam Kukuk, thank you for the 3 months. Swankified, thanks for the tier 2. So Many Issues, thank you for the primer. Johnny Balls 43, thank you for 7 months. Shrewsbury Dev, thank you for the 4 months. Greek Flame, thank you for the 3 months. Rusty Crusader, thanks for the 2 months. Go for the Butt, thanks for 3 months. Fresh Chaos, thanks for the primer. Defarious X, thanks for the 9 months. Duga Live, thanks for 4 months. Jamidi, thanks for the 2 months. All right. We're caught up. Okay. I don't 100% get this game yet. And I don't think I'm supposed to. What's up here? We got the orange lines. Text. Welcome to Giants Deep, friends. I'm excited for you to meet the statues. If I'm not in my dwelling, I'm likely in my workshop below, inside the island. Okay, hi Phlox. Bye Phlox. I couldn't get in there, so that's like the whole thing right about now. There's an insane amount of lore to this game. I'm very scared. The bit where you think subs is getting kind of boring. That's not a bit. What do you mean? What? What's up, Otto? Otto, do you like Outer Wilds? Oh no. Oh, the tornadoes are not what I thought they were. The tornadoes do something completely different from water tornado. I see. Okay. The tornadoes are not what I thought. I'm just messing with you? Okay. You do like Outer Wilds? Okay, cool. Do you like it as much as Amori? Hey, no problem, Lashika. Wait, I already went up here. Both are in my top 5 games of all time. Sheesh. Okay. Gotcha. Well, if you like it, I will probably like it. Right now, very confused. When you first started the game, did you feel confused, Otto? Thank you, Sane. I appreciate it. It's me, but cool. Whoops. It is a confusing one? Okay. I feel like to do anything here, I need tornado. I need tornado to come be a part of my family with me. Yeah, you're allowed to make videos on the server. Of course. Nope, been there, done that. Thank you, little Bobob. Yo, Otto, since you're here, I get way less subs now. Do you think it's possible we could add a small noise to the sub alerts? We don't have to do it right now, but just in general. Wait. Was that different? Was that a different thing? That might have been a different thing. Are you planning to play the DLC as well? I don't even know what I'm doing yet, man. Is this a different thing? No, this is the same thing. Gotcha. I was right. As far as I can tell, there's not a way in without tornadoes or something. These look like teleportation pads that I just don't know how to use yet. That's... I was hearing someone play music? I guess. Ah, yes. Wait. That's something being played backwards. 1,000 meters away. Down. Wait, is that the core of the planet? Someone gifted 10 subs. Hey, Huge Mail, thanks for 5 gifted. And Nick Cash, thanks for 5 gifted. Appreciate it, guys. These noise alert prices gotta come down, man. No. Nice theory, Carson. What? Okay. I don't understand these. But I'd really like to. Cool. I going down to my ship. Going down to my ship. Wherever that is. Hello. Hello. Why are you linking a article from the BBC News? Do you have a good reason for this? Chip log updated. How do I get in? Okay, I'm going elsewhere. I'm sure we'll be back. Or something. You don't need to stay in one area, Carson. Information is everywhere. Yeah, I got that. I got that. I got that. Use medkit and refill. Okay, buckle up. Oh, wait. I can equip the signal scope here? Wait, what happens if I go into the tornado now? Well, that was different from before. Curious. Oh, I'm back. I'm back now. What did I just see? I'm so confused. Oh. That's such a big one. Is that one bigger for a reason? Okay. For you. Is this another ship? Looks like another ship. I don't think I can land here. I guess it technically lets me. Oh no. Why is everything dark? Oh geez. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Why is everything dark? I'm scared. What's going on? What? What? What just happened? Thus it begins. Was that his first death? No, I died. Pre-flight checklist. Is that new? Jetpack auto boost. Oh. Oh, this is like, this is, okay. These are just settings. Gotcha. Okay, back into space. Where to, guys? I don't really like Giants Deep anymore. There's gotta be other places we can go that aren't Giants Deep, surely. What's this? Ash Twin. I would like to autopilot to Ash Twin, please. Autopilot. My first death was missing twin ashes and yeeting into the sun. I could see how that might hurt you. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Landing time. Put away. Cool. Let's get out of here. How do I fix? There you go. You know, all's well. Hello, sun. What's that? There's something up there. But it's rotating around the sun. Okay. I'm guessing... Oh no. I think that's twin ashes? Right there? That's kind of wacky looking. I don't think this moon has... It's coming out. Wait, why is it coming out? Pillar! Oh, we should have landed here. Wait, what? Oh shit, okay. So that's like a structure of some kind. So that's cool. What? Take me with you. Take me with you. Ow. And there we are, exactly where I wanted to be. Huh. Like a big smoothie. Like a big sand smoothie of some kind. Unidentified signal nearby. No kidding. Attach. Snapshot. Boink, 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 boink. Say hi to the camera. Selfie. Oh, hey. What's good? Remove scroll. Insert scroll. Well, I want to read it. Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. Where was young Coleus lost, Melloray? Melloray, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? Okay, these are two different conversations. He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and I turned back. He simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air in Ona. I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lake bed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We had to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Oh! That wandering rock. Come with me. Ah, ah! What do you mean? Okay. What? Why? Why is he? Where does he keep going? Can it only be like viewed from certain angles? Like, what's the deal here? I'm sure it's back now, right? Yeah. Cave shard. Frequency discovered. Quantum fluctuations. What happens if you touch it? Nothing. Yes, the cave shard. Goodbye. See you again shortly. This thing's crazy. Is it gone? It's gone. I look 1 second, it's there. I look the next, it's gone. Cave shards. Wouldn't you know? 3 minutes oxygen remaining? Well, damn. If only I had a tree. Apparently, I'm just gonna die, though. Trees! Talk to Chert. Goodness, it's you. Hello. I take it your first launch went well then. Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. What are you up to? Hornfels asked me to update our star charts, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know. What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye or four on the stars and maybe you'll spot one for yourself. Tell me, what can I do for you? I found something. Please do tell. Actually, never mind. What? I have a question for you. How do I know if I spot a supernova? Supernova look like extra bright stars to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your signal scope, you can tell that they're actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespans, which is why it's so unusual to see 2 in a single day. I wonder if some of these stars are older than we realized. What are you doing out here? Or the blah, 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 blah. Please don't tell others I said this, but sometimes I think I'm the only traveler out here interested in doing any science at all. Or maybe don't tell Hornfells either. I think they're... Okay. How dangerous is that big column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty, though. Hey, I went in it. Right now, sand is flowing from ash twin to ember twin, but did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomenon. Well, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of its sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. Okay, yeah, I noticed there was a structure. Where should I explore here? To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright beam of light into the sky? It's not one of our own crashes. Surprisingly enough, this one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across the twins, but strangely, not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with my little scout. So where do they live? On the surface, clearly. Ember Twin is full of cave systems, though maybe the answer lies underground. I've just been ignoring the fact that I'm talking to a golden egg this entire time, but you know, these things happen. Watch out for falling sand. Dog, trust me, I did, and that's how I got here. Wait till you find out my ship is on the other planet. He's not gonna believe me. Dude, is that a cave shard? No, that's just a normal rock. Dude, I was about to flip. I was about to be like, no shot. Is that a cave shard? Wait, what's that over there? I like the gravity on this planet. It makes me feel fast and good. Ow! Sometimes I just want to go places and be with things. And sometimes I want to leave Outer Wilds Ventures. Oh, this is his ship. But can I go inside? I can't. Woo! That's not an explosion. He said if you use your signal scope, an explosion. Why would it be playing banjo music? And also, I was about to say, why is it moving so fast? I just realized it's us. We're moving fast. Oh wait, it was something behind the sun. It's that. It's that. What are you? It's like, why is the sun playing music? The sun's not playing music, guys. Silly me. That was silly of me, guys. I have to admit. I'm so sorry. Nice theory, Carson. Hey, take me back. Gosh, it's going so fast. I'm gonna have to wait. It's so much faster than me. Oh, shit, what's that? It's just a pretty star, isn't it? Fuel level critical? I'll deal with it later. What's in here? What's up? We need status reports for all systems, but initial things first. Is everyone unharmed? Paychecks. Our escape pod's passengers are afraid, but physically well. Anona, everyone survived the crash. This is a relief, at least. You have my gratitude. Burr, were you able to find the other escape pod's distress signals? I hear both signals somewhere in the star system, but I don't believe either escape pod crashed on the same planet as us. Yeah. Whatever you say, dog. I actually didn't retain any of that, so I'm glad the ship log is. What are you? Launching escape pod 3, now launching escape pod 2. Collision imminent, or preparing for impact. Escape pod 2, vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. External temperatures prohibitively high. Verdict, inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on planet surface. Okay. Question. Why does it say unidentified signal nearby? Is that the cave shard in here? Could that be... Okay. Well, didn't mean to do that, but... The heat from the star system's sun is more bearable below the surface. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what scans show is a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a site down there to build a long-term shelter, Anona, but these passages are a maze. Even with this danger, there's still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams and descend into the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone. And be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. Lots of stuff down here. Emergency escape hatch? Keep moving, friends. There's nothing of interest at the end of the passage but rocks. And while these rocks are interesting, they can wait until a less urgent time. What like cave shard rocks? Any cave shards? My boy, the cave shard goes crazy. Do not follow this tunnel to its end. Coleus and I will examine the horror that lies at its terminus later, provided we live through this. The horror? Oh, jeez. I don't trust that. I don't see. I just don't trust that. I just don't trust that. We have found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we could construct a long-term shelter there. The cavern Malore found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path to the shelter site. I've left directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourself to be buried by sand. And make sure no one else is lost. What do you mean, dude? I'm sure it's fine. The sand is not a problem. I literally experienced the sand. Of note, this passage leads to breathable air. Refill your supply tank there. We cannot tell how far or deep these tunnels may wind, but do not linger as the area is exposed to the heat of this alien sun. Okay. You guys know the character Chad from SNL? You guys big Chad fans? Oxygen! Refill your air supply tank and return quickly. Wait, can I go to Sand Island now? Not Sand Island. Sandland? Oh, I don't have the fuel. Yeah. Using oxygen as propellant? Damn. Damn, that's a thing? Sheesh. Did you know you have an Iranian viewer? No, I didn't. But now I do. I'm going to become buried in sand. Wait, what if I follow the sand down here? Sandland! Sandland! All is well. Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge Malore and I crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it, and you'll reach the shelter site. I didn't pay attention to that. I probably should have. What did that say? Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. Once on the far side, look for a tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Okay. Tunnel behind the falling sand. Very cool. You're doing well. There's only a little farther left to go now until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry before the sand comes. Boy, if I had more fuel, you know I'd be all over it. Ugh. I'm gonna die. Wait, the sand's rising. We're fine. That was foolish of me. We're almost at the shelter site, though. Ow! I died. I died. I died. I died probably because of the fuel of the puncture of the suit. We got so much info, though, about that cave area. That's exciting. Are you playing with DLC installed? No. Should I be? You can check what you learned at the ship. That's hype. Don't worry about the DLC for now. Okay. Oh, this is sick. Okay. So we got rumored entry. Okay, so that's the rock stuff. There's more to explore here. Gotcha. And then this was Escape Pod 2. It's okay, gotcha. So we could go back there. There's the statue workshop. I can see into a large cave from one of the bottom of the cave is filled with water. I don't know my statue lying on the beach. It looks just like the one in our observatory. Gabbro. Hal says Gabbro went to Giant's Deep to try to learn more about the Nomai statue in the observatory. I don't know where on that planet, though. Okay. Interesting. This is cool. This actually I really like. I really like this. I enjoy that it doesn't feel like like when I died each time, I was worried it just was not going to feel like I had any project in progress. But it actually, every single time I've gone out, has given me progress. So that's cool. Besides the time that I flew right into the sun. But that proved that the sun would kill me. So valuable when you think about it. Okay, where to? What's this? Engage. What's this? I don't know what this planet is. Oh, this is the moon! Right? Wait. No, it's not. This is a planet. Oh, no. This is like an actual planet. It's not real. It's not a real planet. It's actually not real. I'm confused, to say the least. Brittle Hollow. Nice theory, Carson. I'm sorry. It's just nothing happened when I went to it. Go. Uh-oh. Landing schmanding. I prefer to crash. Boink. We do a little repairing. All is well. Oh, the landing gear needs repaired. There we go. We're fine. What's here? I'm looking for information. Another happy landing, exactly. I like this planet. It's cold. Is that a comet? There's a comet in the sky. Boink. Okay. Why is there a beam of light on the planet map thing? Is that where my ship is? Oink. Oh, a thing. Love these. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Oh, the phantom moon. Wait, dude. That's that's what I just noticed that. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis. Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend Hollow's lantern? This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. Thank you, trash bin. It seems to travel as it likes. Like the rock! Classic cave shard. Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. Hypothesis. There could exist too much lava. These guys are jokesters. I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Suppose this moon is too shy to show its face. No kidding. Hey, you know, when I went to it, it wasn't real. It wasn't a real thing. I don't believe. There's a comet there. Huh? Oh, shit. That's a volcanic moon. Have you seen your brother that leaves for nights at a time? Do you know anything about it, perhaps? I bet I can go on you. You sick freak. Yeah, you like that, you sick little planet? Yeah. You're a freaky little lava moon, aren't you? That's the sun? That's not the sun? Is that the sun? That's not the sun, is it? Where's the volcanic moon then? Is that the volcanic moon? That's not the volcanic moon. Ow! There's the volcanic moon. That was the sun. I was looking at the sun. That's funny. How funny is that, guys? This is another escape pod, I think. Has anyone heard the Muffin Man? Hey, I've heard some shit about the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? Who lives on Drury Lane? Yes, the Muffin Man. Out. Boink. Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from escape pod 2 or escape pod 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other 2 escape pods' distress signals, however. If it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude. If we can... Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves swiftly. The volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Nah. Why do you sound like that? Quiet. Quiet, you. This seems familiar. It seems like some kind of civilization was trying to escape something. Escape Pod 1 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Launching Escape Pod 3, launching Escape Pod 2, now launching Escape Pod 1. Collision imminent. We're preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict hospitable. Oh, this place is hospitable? Sheesh. The other place was not. Emergency escape hatch. Oh. Oh, what the hell? Oh, no. This can't be good. This can't be good. Well, this is peculiar at, I would say. This is a new thing for me. Did I just bounce on the black hole? Did they say the planet with the black hole in it was hospitable? Oh, it's a wormhole. Oh, it's a wormhole. Oh, it's a wormhole. Oh, it's a wormhole. The hole that worms. What's good? Ow. Trying to... Fuel level critical. No shit, man. It's crazy. Can I go back in the wormhole? Wait, what? Boink. Check this out. Put away. Wow. Okay. Gotcha. Turn off auto boost to conserve fuel. Gotcha. Oh, there's this stress beacon. Note to self. Hollow Brittle has a wormhole in it. Thanks, Sketchbook Yoshi. Go land on the station thing. I just don't think you realize I just don't have the oxygen for that. Do a barrel roll. Bye-bye. I'd like to see if in the ship log it's like, yeah, so there's a black hole here. Guys, this planet is hospitable, we swear. Thanks, Honey Nukes. Northern Glacier. Quantum Moon. Oh yeah, there's the Quantum Moon. Yeah. Shelter site? Dog, what shelter site? Yeah, it was a black hole, dog. It was a black hole. Do I gotta land in the black hole? That's probably what I gotta do. Can I land in the black hole? Okay. Did he not fix the ship in Zero G Cave? Is that why he fails at controls? No, I fail at controls because I'm bad at video games. Okay. That's Giant's Deep. Ow. Sorry, I didn't get high enough. What was that? I want to know what that is. Can you sing? Ah! Red glowing thing in the distance. Must know more. It's counting up. Wait, that's an Outer Wilds Ventures thing. Yeah. Cool. Don't know why it's important, but it's probably important somehow. What's up next? There's the sun. Love that sound. Dark Bramble. Brittle Hollow. There we go. Looks like they just added the satellite, no DLC. Remember, you have a signal scope. Oh, I know. Bramble is funny as hell. Okay. I kind of want to land in the old, you know. I don't think I can land in there. Like, easily. Oh, no. Okay. That awesome moment when you're upside down. Oh boy. Oh shit. I understand. It's because I had to change my lock on earlier. It's been pulling out the signal, not the signal, the scout every single time I lock on. What can I use for lock on that works? Because this does not work. That doesn't work. Why does that not work? What can I do? Not R2. R2 is not a good idea for it. Z. We're gonna use the Z key on my keyboard. I don't think that's actually the strat. Now I'm looking at it. What is this? What are you? Z. Yeah, this is not the strat. Okay. What key? Click left stick. Dude, you think I didn't try that? It doesn't work. Check this out. Boink, boink, boink. Boink, 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 boink. Boink, boink, boink. It works now. I hate this. I want to go inside. Okay. Boink. Not what I meant to do. I want to lock on. Let me lock on. Why can't I lock on? Go in. Trees detected. Is Lock-On dead? I don't know. We'll see. Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body. In this case, Brittle Hollow. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. Okay. Interesting. Projection stone? What's this? Oh. You know what that means, and I don't. Oh, did I just turn the ship on? Is that what I did? Oh, yeah, I turned the ship on. I can't wait to go back to Brittle Hollow. With my ship, no less. Is this the warp? Oh! Oh, I've been to one of these. Been to one of these. Okay. Okay. The hanging city below. Okay, cool. Dope. Oh, I hate this. Come back. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole Station on the other side of the Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. I can remove the scroll here. That doesn't seem right. I want you to come back. Thank you. Now I have this. Dorora, thanks for 10 gifted. Boing. I'm gonna put this back inside. Oh shit, I should have placed that there. But I don't have it anymore. Damn. Okay. Cool. Wait, I can go back. Right? What does this do? Oh. Good night, Carson. Have fun playing my favorite game of all time. Please give it an actual shot. It really deserves it. Stick with it, please. I love you. Okay. It's wacky so far. Yes, I'd like to go back, please. I have the stone. Oh, Dorora, you gave 20 gifted. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, you know, no, you gave 30 gifted. Oh, shit. Damn, thank you. It's more every time I look. I can't wait to warp, and with my ship, no less. Wow. Cool. I can't wait to warp. And with my ship, no less. They gave 40. And they gave 1,500 bits. Carson, this is one of my favorite games. And one that I personally think deserved Game of the year it came out. I hope you had a good experience. I hope you have a good experience playing it while remaining spoiler-free while playing. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I hope so, too. A lot of people really like this game, so I have high hopes. Does things no other game does. No upgrades, no leveling up, or any kind of typical progress. Just you and your ability to understand and discover. Hey, and you know what? My ability to understand is very low. I'm not adding you in Clash Royale. Woo! Look at the stone I have. Wait till you see it. Oh. Oh, nice. Wait till you see the stone. What? What? What do you mean? What'd that do? What it will? Raimi and I have reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the Whitehole Station. Oh, that's time travel. That's time travel. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same time every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 1/100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can accurately measure time to such a small degree? As I've already told Raimi, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped into the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Poke, as Pi is confident the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomenon at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update. Poke. The High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twins Equator. Come here at once. You need to see this. Ember Twins Equator. Okay. I don't disagree. It would mean... Okay, wait. I don't disagree. It would mean I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We would have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Yes, I hope so, too. Okay. So, I'm guessing, so the sun is exploding and our goal is to avoid the sun exploding. So I'm guessing we have to time travel everything back. Somehow. What does this do? I don't get it. I don't understand what that does. But cool. Nice theory, Carson. Thanks. Ember Twin projection stone. So Ember Twin... Wait, Ember Twin is where we were. right? So therefore, yeah, it's the one connected to the sand island. That's why I took up. So I'm guessing, is that the high energy lab that they're showing? I guess that's what that is. That's the purpose of this. Gotcha. I remember seeing that. I remember seeing it pass by earlier, so. Could you stop? Thanks. Okay, where on Brittle Hollow are we? Oh, I know where we are. Oh, this is right by this? Okay. Wait, haven't we looked at this? Yeah, this is the Phantom Moon stuff. Oh, so you have to relook at stuff. Gotcha. That's the Phantom Moon. Okay. So, the beacon. Where was the beacon? Carson, can you perceive, understand, perhaps form thoughts? Apparently not. I don't want to go in the hole. I don't want to go in the hole. Ow! I don't want to go in the hole. No. Ow. Oh, this is another projection stone spot. Oh, and there's a thing for it. I would like to not be here. No. Please. Work with me. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Love looking at that. Ah! What? I don't even know what happened there. What hit me? Rolled. No kidding. Apparently lots happened that time. What is being shot off every time? Wait! Oh, okay. That's related to me respawning. Because that's happening every time and it's blue. So it actually serves a purpose, and then it's breaking apart when I respawn. So is that like a nexus point or something? Try using your signal scope more. It's quite a lot to the story. Dude, whenever I've used it, it'd be like, banjo. Check this banjo out. You won't believe it. Oh. Oh. Wait. These are going to connect, aren't they? These are going to connect. No, they're not. Wait, maybe? That's what. It's gonna be a giant board, and everything's gonna connect. It's gonna be one connecting giant board, and then in the center there's gonna be time travel, and then we'll save the world. That's my guess. Okay. I think we need to go to Ember's twin. Ember twins. Ember's place. I think we need to go there. Equip signal scope. So, towards the sun, right? Oh, jeez. Just a rough lift off. Ooh, is that the spot? That might be the spot. No, that's the spot right there. We got a wacky warp spot right here. This is gonna be bad here in a second, because I think that sand is coming right for us. Nope, we're good. Not a thing to worry about. Hatch be open. What's broken? Why are you crying? Got it. Wait. Oh, Otto. Wait. I have a joke. I have a joke just for you. Since you work for him. Ludwig, when he tries to get something in the kitchen. You see? I was just a little bit late on the joke. Note, this door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the White Hole Station. Raimi and I will be running this experiment until one of us, and specifically me, can prove the other wrong. So although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City. Inviting sand inside would disrupt our setup and could have enormous consequences. We realize this is an intriguing prospect, but the door must remain closed nonetheless. An update. The High Energy Lab is now being used to design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help, or even just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Don't have that. Don't know where that is. High Energy Lab. Yup. Know that. Oh, hi, Sand. The Sunless City. Oh. Okay. I can go down that way. But first, what's up here? Cool. Oh wait, they want me to use the signal scope. Yep. There's the Great Deep again. I bet this is some kind of path to the Sunless City, whatever that may be. I bet this is it. I bet this is some kind of pathway to the Sunless City. Whoops. Boink. Could be anything. The Sunless City. Crash site caves. Huh. Oh. Whoa. Ghost matter? Okay, I don't know what to do about that. Can't follow the Sunless City path. Don't know what to do about ghost matter yet. Okay. Cool. I'm assuming there's something I need to do for that I can't do yet. Use your scout to see it. Well, why don't I just fall then? How about them apples? Boink. Flawless. Would love to visit that sometime soon. Yeah, there's my banjo. This is some good story I'm getting from the signal scope. Ooh. Oh hey, long time no see. Sand. Damn, you wildin' out, girl. You got a big... Gonna stop right there. See, fun fact, can't actually see the ghost matter because I don't have a frequency for it. So you're wrong, actually, when you say that. Hey, but whatever's down here. Hey. I think that's just inside the high energy lab. I think that's just inside that. Put away. Ow. Let's go this way. Oh, I'm gonna need oxygen soon. Just what the doctor ordered. Love these caves. Of note, this passage leads to breathable air. Refill your supply tank there, but do not linger as the area is exposed to the heat of this alien sun. Wait. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're back, we're back, we're back, we're back. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Not what I wanted to do. Also not what I wanted to do. It's fine. Path to the shelter is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. Reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sand fall at the pit, then turn left. Continue to the room filled with the rock column formations and climb upward through the opening above them. The sand here is rising, so you must be swift. To reach the shelter, walk forward until you meet the sand fall of the pit. They said take a left, right? Surely this is the right way. Lost in a cavern for the rest of time. Yes. Quite the cavern we have here. I see. Whoopsies. Was not paying attention. Found my way by luck first time. Oh, let's listen to the song. This is getting worse by the second. This seems correct enough. Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge Malore and I crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. Once on the far side, look for a tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it and you'll reach the shelter site. Got it. Got it, got it, got it, got it. You're doing well. You're only a little farther to the left to go now. You can rest there. Hurry before the sand comes. Okay. I can do this time very easily. Right? No. I can't. Okay. Cool. Cool. Got it. Let's go. What's in here? Thought there'd be trees here for some reason. Man. Anglerfish fossil overlook. Okay. Okay. Very cool, very cool. Very cool, very cool. Anglerfish Overlook District, Stepping Stone District, High Energy Lab Trailhead, Eye Shrine District. Oh no. Should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project? I almost can't comprehend this being suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to, and everything we believe in as a species. Unsurprisingly, I disagree. We're pushing impossible new technology further than ever before. That, in my experience, is the defining characteristic of our species. Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand this proposal is unsettling, but the sun station must be built if we hope to complete the Ash Twin project. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of the star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the sun station, no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try. I believe if we're cautious, the sun station will work. I believe in Pi. Poke, I'm deeply honored. Idea, I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't all but certain the sun station will not cause destruction once we've built it, then I won't support the station's use. Interesting. But could be red herring. What's up here? Sorry. Could you do your thing? Thanks. Gravity cannon. Well, that sounds interesting. Ghost matter detected nearby? You're joking, bro. Okay, well, gravity cannon I can't go to right now. Okay, and up here. Am I gonna be trapped in here? This is not much of a shelter. What's this? What's good? Who's home? Anyone? Yeah, that seems about right. Just the corpses of the dead. Actually, not even corpses. Just the bones. It's just bones. Just bones here. All we got? Bones. But hey, if you're in the market for bones, we got plenty of those. In fact, we actually call ourselves something along those lines. The Bones Market. Get your bones. For free. Actually, not free. Actually, gotta pay for them. It's actually why we made the whole business. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Dopeness. Cool. If the eye called to us, why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate it? Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Did something happen to it? Dope. Cool. Is the eye natural or artificial? Well, mine are all natural. Don't think you're asking about that, though. But yeah, 2 eyes on me. Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't answer how the eye could be as old as it is. Okay. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced incidentally. Does that mean the eye is any less important, though? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. It's me! They're talking about me! Ah! What? I'm trying to go through that. Oh, that's a window that I can't go through. Yikes. Oh, hey. Looks like some kind of eye. Wait, Otto, did you have an eye emote? You did. Oh my gosh. Why are you prepared? Why are you prepared for this? That's so funny. I'm having flashbacks here. Whoops. I did not buy the DLC yet. I didn't think I needed it for like the base game. So I just haven't gotten it yet. But if I like the game, then I imagine I'll grab it. I'll snag it. This room. Hello, I just went through here. That's what I just did. And oh, cool. Chill. Word. Dope. Crunch incoming. Game really said. Boink. What's good? I'm back. What's up, Slate? There's our pilot. Wait. You're lucky I'm in a time loop because otherwise I'd be super dead. I keep getting killed by ghost matter. Not if you use your scout to detect it, you won't, you dumb idiot. Did you think I made that just so you could take pretty little pictures of trees? Oh, that scout? Oh, I'm stupid. Yuck. I'm dumb. You do know you can use it as a light source, right? Stars above, please tell me you know that. Damn it. Did you voice the sound effect? Peepo laugh. I don't have Peepo laugh. I'm sorry. I don't have the emotes you're trying to use. Or I do, and I can't see them on this chat. Could also be that. Do I have Peepo laugh? Someone was trying to do Pepe laugh earlier, and it wasn't working on my chat. Was it? Am I stupid? Oh, wait. What do we got? Sunless City, Sun Station. Gotcha. Cool. Vibes. That's all we got that time. But we did get the eye, which isn't here. Peculiar. I say we head back there. Not what I wanted to do. Love that though. Love that for me. Dark Bramble. Not yet, man. Why do I do this every time? Another happy landing. I just like it when my landings feel cool and not dull and stupid. I'm not gonna need this ship anyways. Oh yes, landed just like I always do. By doing a good job. Ow! What's up, Sandland? Okay, need to find my way back to the high energy lab, which I'm assuming is on the other side of the planet. But we could also just follow the crack. What's that? What's that? Oh, there's like stuff down there. And the sand. We go again. We go again. What happened? I hate sand. What's up, Anakin? Got him. Woo! I got so much info that time. I was like, damn, you can die from the sand? That's important. Woo! First try. Okay. Wake up. I'm awake, man. Look. Oh, that's the other planet. I need to go to you. Nope. Damn it. I like your emotes, Hamlins. Okay. So. What's that? What was that? What was that? What was this? What was that? What is this? What was that? Is that the gravity cannon? Nice. 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 Where'd it go? I'm lost. Oh, there's that. Scout. Just gonna. Dude. Hazard, yeah, I know. Is that a maze? How does this work? So it moves. Does it open a path? Wrong side, wrong side. Wrong side, wrong side. Can't touch it. I figured that out. I don't think it opens a path. So I can detect it. Why can't I get through here? Well, if you fly. What do you think, chat? Can't go through, can't go around, can't go under, try go over. Oh. Thanks. Gotcha. The Scout has a handheld mode for taking pictures. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Damn, you fell off? No, I fell into like ghost matter. I fell off the last time and then I fell in the sand. I farted. Little Scout, see beyond the horizon. Illuminate dark areas. Detect hazards. Test the environment. Oh yeah, look at that. Test the environment, huh? Crazy. Who would have thought? Now this time's the one. If I could just find the sun again. Hey, what's good, son? Whoops. Every time I do that. Isn't that fun? This guy is rich, by the way. I'm not rich. It depends on your definition of rich. I'm well off. I'm definitely the opposite of poor, but I'm like, when I think rich, I think like Pokemon's probably rich. Mizkif is probably rich. I'm just kind of like a streamer who's made some money and is now all in investments. You should get a fade, thanks. I'll think about it. Man, you would think I can go over that. But you really can't. You really can't, guys. So don't touch the top or bottom? What are you talking about? Try going outside, like in general, like IRL. Just middle. I will go try the middle, and I'm gonna be so sad if it doesn't work. Because everyone lied to me. Once I find this moon, sheesh. There it goes again. Every time. Wrong thing. Getting better at that. So that's good. Boink. Oh. I didn't have my suit on. Ugh. Okay, now this time, if I go through the middle and it doesn't work, then I'm gonna be really sad. Third death? You think that was my third death? That's cute. that's cute. That's a good one. Yeah, suit. Cool. Where's the sun? 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 That's how I find this place. Oh, what's up? Carson, you forgot your super suit. Yep, I'm Frozone from The Incredibles. You selected from the map view? That's nice. Didn't know that. Now I know that. Yep. And unbuckle. Got my suit on. You can tell by the way I'm breathing when I come out here. There's a thingy here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Here now. You have a landing camera. Boy, do I not need it. Okay. You guys are so stupid. You can't do anything there. There's got to be another way to go in. This is just a ravine for sand, isn't it? What's this? Oh, it just goes down to the ravine. Cool. Dope. Warp pad. Dope. Cool. No zoom through. Y'all are stupid. Gravity cannon? What is this? I'm gonna find out. Sunless City. Call the shuttle home. Activate the gravity cannon. The shuttle is currently resting at the comet. Oh. I don't know what this. Well, I'm activating it. I don't know what the gravity cannon's doing. Gonna bring this over though. Ooh. Oh. That's some advanced tech. I fear our situation may be dire. Pi, Poke, and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in the star system. Our shuttle equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't know what that does. Okay, wacky. Now what happens if I do the gravity cannon? Oh. Oh. Oh, it just goes. Okay. Gotcha. What's down here? Gotcha. He didn't try the third notch. Boy, did I not. Here, I'll do it for you. Because I can call that thing back home. What's up? Third notch. This is funny. Is it funny? Are you having a good time? Are you having a giggle right now? There goes that thing. Pew! Exploding for me to spawn. Whatever that means. Didn't try the third notch. What do we get? Wow, that's far away. Frozen Nomai shuttle. Subsurface energy readings. Gotcha. Cool. I didn't mean to launch myself in the sun. It's not like I wanted to do that. Okay, how do I save? Does it just autosave? Yeah. I'm gonna end for tonight, but I think I'm gonna play more of this tomorrow night because this is fun. Golly, I've never played this game, I'm starting to think this guy isn't very good at it. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna end for tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow night because this is a good time. I appreciate you guys watching. Probably around the same time tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier. We'll see. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.